Today I'm going to show you how you can make a motivational Instagram post in 5 easy steps. So let's get into it. Let's start by opening up Photoshop as I've done here, and we're going to create a new document. Let's just call this Instagram post, and we want to set the width and height to 600 by 600 because that's kind of the traditional Instagram image size, so we'll stick with that, and let's go OK. Alright, so that is step 1 done. We've set up our document. So now step number 2, we want to find an image we can use and put it into our document. So a sort of theme recently is to use images like lions and things like that to sort of show fearlessness and courage. So let's go to pixels.com. Here, this is basically just a big repository full of free images you can use. It's a really great site, and they're all Creative Commons Zero, which means they're do what you want images, so you can use them commercially. Doesn't really matter, you can use them for whatever you want. So in here I'm just going to search lion, and we can choose one of these images that come up. Let's just go with this one here. I think I've seen this one around a little bit, but we can use it. So let's just open it up so it's larger. And I'm just going to drag and drop this into my Photoshop document. Let's just zoom it out a little bit and resize it a bit. There we go, that'll be fine. And just zoom in a bit, and there we go. So next, step number 3, we're going to need some text to put in here. So I'm thinking that we'll put our text on the left side, and we've got the image of the lion on the right side, like that. And I suppose it wouldn't really matter too much if the text overlaid it a little bit, but we'll see that when we get to it. So let's just come up with a quote. One I saw before that I just wrote down just for the purpose of this video is, once you become fearless, life becomes limitless. So that's a nice easy one we can sort of start with. So we've got once you become, I'm just going to go Control J to duplicate that layer, move it down. And this one's going to be fearless. Control J. Life becomes Control J. Limitless. Right, so fearless, we're going to have that Lee Gothic. Regular, yeah, 100 points. And the same for limitless here. Gothic, regular, 100 points. Right, I might do is split this one into 2, because I want fearless and limitless to sort of be the widest part. So once you become, which is this layer here, and I'm just going to hit enter, bring it down. What have I done there? Okay, so let's center everything. So first of all, we need to make sure this text is all centered. So center all those real quick. Center. Right, so this is just centering the text itself. It's not, as you can see, it's not centered in the image. We'll do that now. So just hit Control A to select the whole canvas. And we're going to select all these layers and hit this button here, center, so that's right in the middle. So I'm thinking we'll have the text right in the middle and the line will sort of be in the backdrop. Okay, so let's sort of space this out a little bit. Let's bring up my grid here. And I'll just have a set number of grids per space. So let's say that's good. Let's say 4. Little spacing things. So obviously just play around yourself with what you've got going on and find something that works quite nicely for you. Right, so we want to have all this then sort of centered. So what I'm going to do is select all these, put them into a group, just by clicking this one here. Control A to select the whole canvas again, and use this one here to center it vertically. Right, now what we need to do is sort of have an overlay here so that we can sort of read the text a bit better around the line. It's making it a bit hard to read. So let's go and create a new layer and just fill it with black. And bring the opacity down a bit. About there. Alright, so we want this layer obviously behind the line. Oh, sorry, in front of the line, behind the text. So that looks a bit better there. And let's maybe just nudge this line over a bit. I don't know, something like there. It might do it. Maybe just bring this opacity down a bit more. Like that. And let's maybe add a little bit more style into this. So we've got our text, we've got our lion. Doesn't look that great at the moment, but I suppose just for purposes of demonstration, we'll leave it with that. So let's maybe put like a little border around this. Once you become fearless, you become limitless thing. So I'll bring up my grid, and let's grab the rectangle tool and drag a border maybe. Let's say 20 pixels from the edge. Right, so we want to put, let's start with no stroke and a fill of black. Yeah, that'll do it. And what we'll do now is on this fill here, we'll take it all the way down to 0, so fill is completely transparent. I'm just going to turn my grid off here. And let's give it a stroke. So double click on there to bring up the layer style options. We're going to click on stroke. And we want to make it white, so make that white. And we want to say the position is on the inside, so it'll give us nice crisp corners. And how big do we want this to be? I reckon that looks pretty good. Let's maybe say 5 pixels. That looks quite nice. Okay. Do we want to bring that in maybe a little bit? Let's have a look. Just going to hold down Alt so it brings down the other side down as well. There we go, that looks pretty nice. Let's maybe also add in a little icon, like maybe a little star or something. So let's go back to Chrome and go to flaticon.com. So here, this is basically a site full of icons you can download and use for free, which is pretty cool. Let's grab like a star or something, just to sort of fill the space, I guess. Like you could also put your own personal logo in there somewhere, but yeah, we'll just go with the star, and I'm going to put the filter to monocolor, and let's choose one of these stars. That one there looks pretty nice and crisp. Oh, there's a pop-up, go away. Alright, so I'm just going to grab an EPS version. Doesn't really matter what version you get as long as you know how to sort of manipulate it. Free download. And you can literally just drag this out of your browser download thing here into your document. So there it is right in the middle there. So I'm just going to, oh, the mouse is playing up. Just make it nice and big so you can see it. I'm going to convert it to a smart object so it's not EPS format anymore. I'm going to give it a color overlay of white. And let's put this somewhere. Maybe underneath Limitless. Oh, what's it doing? How big do we want this to be? That'll do it. Right, so let's have that sort of 4 clicks below Limitless, like the rest of our text. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's put that into, drag this star into our sort of text group here. And now with that group selected, we go Control A and let's vertically center it. And I might actually bring that star up a little bit. So let's go into the group, grab the star, push it up a couple of nudges. The group selected, let's now vertically center that. It's looking pretty okay, I reckon, for the purposes of this tutorial anyway. We might want to have maybe a little bit of styling around these sort of smaller text bits. But for now, I reckon it's looking okay. So just have a play around and add any more sort of styling you might want to add in. Yeah, so that was step 4, construct your composition. So step 5 is exporting it and uploading it. So we can save our document. So save. I think I'll just save it onto the desktop. Oh, it's pinwheeling. Come on. And I'll call this Instagram post, already named. Nice. Save. And to export our image out, we want to come to File, Export, Save for Web Legacy. Now let's choose a sort of high quality JPEG. So JPEG high, and go Save. Call it the same thing, Instagram post or JPEG, and go Save. Right, so now let's have a look at our desktop. Let me just sort of minimize all this stuff. And I've saved it. It's the Photoshop file. Here it is here. So this is our motivational Instagram post. Right, so there's a few ways of uploading it, but I won't put it in this tutorial because it'll be getting pretty long. I might add another tutorial in. So basically, depends what sort of phone you have as to how you upload it. Like if you've got an Android, I think it's a bit easier because you can just put it onto your phone, like email it to yourself, go into your phone, download it from there. But if you've got an iPhone, it's a little bit different. You can't do that. So one way around that is to use Google Drive, but I'll do that tutorial in another video. Right, thank you very much for watching. I hope you maybe picked up a few skills, a few ideas, and you can create your own little motivational Instagram posts. Cheers, bye.